everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon, and I'm back today with yet another episode of The Order, and we've got the cast and crew back with us today to play some more games. So let's get into it, my friend. Let's go around the cast and crew and remind ourselves of who we are and who we're playing tonight. And let's start with Susanna Grace, our DM for tonight. How is it going, my friend?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm still sick, but how are you, Will?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to today's game. We were just talking in the pre-game chat about gigantic spiders and how they shouldn't exist. So if there are any spiders, I walk.
Gotcha. Duly noted.
I jest. But we do have the rest of us here today to play some games. Let's meet the players and their characters for today. Of course, we have our two regulars with us tonight. We have Chris Pangalactic. Chris, how's it going, my friend?
It's going very well, and I think I remember to unmute my mic this time. Going well. I am going to be playing Darak, the Dwarven Cleric, as always, and we're going to see what happens to Stone Finbar this week. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And of course, we have Madame Gandalf back with us tonight. How's it going, Madame?
It's going well. We had a change of clocks. So daylight savings happened for us here in New Zealand. So trying to figure out what all the new times for everything around all of Twitch is new and different. But it's always fun. We all know how great it is to be like, hey, we work on American Standard Time, even though we are not in America. And so, yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be bringing back the ever self-loathing, the ever obnoxious, the ever obtrusive, and the ever so vain Ari, and see how she enjoys this world of, it seems almost like a Monster Hunter assassination kind of deals, but I mean there's no huntress at the moment, so what's up with that? We need to get paid. Ari won't do nothing for no pay for a while. Yeah, now it's just drunken debauchery with a bit of killing on the side. That's not too bad, actually.
Oh dear. Amazing stuff. We have Zero Doxy. She's going to be joining us at the moment. She's currently fixing her ISP or router or some kind of technical gremlin has gone to her, but she'll be back with us shortly. In the meantime, we have some new friends joining us today. We have Chaotic Fabulous with us tonight. Dan, how's it going, my friend?
Hello, yeah, going pretty well. Good to be back. I was on a Trials of Bile game. That was really fun, and here with a new character today, playing Whisper. She's a Shadowkai monk. A little bit creepy, a little bit weird, not used to people, so it should be good fun to interact with the rest of the guys.
Awesome, very, very cool. And of course, we have Don with us tonight. Don, how's it going, my friend?
Going great. It's good to be here. This is my first ever live stream play experience, so be gentle with me.
Never.
I'll be playing an half-elven ranger, but he's as good as any elf. I won't hear otherwise. His name's Old Coon Dog, and he finds things.
Awesome. Very cool. As myself, I'll be playing Finbar, the half-elf bard, who has got himself into a spot of trouble last week. He got himself frozen into stone by a Medusa, and Ari is having to get him unstoned. So yeah, he's had a tough week, to be honest, and he's going to need to relax pretty hard today and get back into the groove of things. But before we get into today's game, I'll remind you guys of a couple of things. The first of which is that we're sponsored today by FancyGrounds.com, our virtual tabletop of choice. Go over to Fancy Grounds, check it out for free. The demo license is free over there, and you can check out their other licenses as well. WhalingGames.co.uk is a go-to destination for tabletop board games, war games, and minis, so go and check those guys out for up to 20% off the retail value. And last but not least, Tabletop Loot give away a set of dice here every single game on Encounter Roleplay, so at the end of today's game, we'll give away another set of dice to you guys. Here is a tweet, 20 retweets, viewer decision, and of course, you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and so much worse. But I'm going to hand over to Susanna, our DM for tonight, to remind us a little bit of what happened last week on the show and to take us into tonight's episode of The Order.
So, last week, the gang found themselves in a fairly large town that was appearing to have a festival. There was a lot of fun and frolics involving an arm wrestling competition, which a wizard won. There was a pie eating competition, which nobody won.
Darak won in, like, principle.
In spirit.
In spirit.
Yeah, morally, Darak won.
Morally. You can morally win a pie eating competition?
I can morally scoff my thing.
However, whilst you were walking around and insulting a poor man selling pretzels, you discovered that there were rich people going missing in this town, and travelers and would-be adventurers going missing. Meanwhile, Finbar and Ari and friends went to an artist studio where they found incredibly lifelike sculptures and beautiful paintings such as Tiefling with a pearl earring and Gelatinous Cube 2 in blue. The artist promised that she took a shine to Finbar almost instantly and said she absolutely had to paint him at a local abandoned temple, which would be perfect. She'd set up drapery. It would be fabulous. Of course, Finbar could not turn this down. And so he led the entire party to this ancient temple, where it was revealed this was the lair of a Medusa and her pet basilisks. A fight broke out in which Finbar was turned to stone on literally the first round of combat and was henceforth useless for the rest of the fight.
So, no difference.
But there was quite a fight that broke out, almost killing the ranger, which was yikes. But y'all managed to kill the Medusa and her pet basilisks, and in her dying breath, the artist dashed forth and cradled the Medusa in her arms, and it was revealed the two were lovers, and that the Medusa had been turning people to stone for her artist lover. And she'd been cashing in on that. However, the artist gazed into the eyes of her love, and they both turned to stone. Meanwhile, the rest of the group started poking around the rest of the temple and found a buttload of gold, a shiny sword, and Ari found sculpture of men wearing the necklace that she owned. She stealthily put her necklace onto Finbar as he was loaded into the back of the cart to bring him back to town. You scooped up a couple more of the poor unfortunate souls who had been frozen and took them back to town too, in the vain hope that they could be unstoned. You took them to the temple, you paid a priest, and lo and behold, Finbar was returned to his glorious earthly form. And that's why we ended the session. So, this week, the scene begins a family in the grounds of a tavern. It's beautiful. The sun is glorious, high in the midday sky. The children are playing with other children and other families here. And you can see that there's groups of people sitting around on benches, all chatting to each other, enjoying drinks of ale, wine, water, juices. And we focus in on one particular family, and they're just chatting about their holiday, about how they're enjoying getting away from the farm and spending some time out in the sun and relaxing. The elder male of the group looks down at his tankard on the table. There's a ripple in the ale. A beat passes. He stares at it. There's another ripple. He looks up, confused, before the earth around him shakes. And we cut away. So, you guys, you find yourselves back at the Order headquarters, and it is as if nothing ever happened. Now, you, Darak, Ari, and Finbar distinctly remember a lot of portal jumping and gravity flipping and big floating eyeballs and spectral people. But everybody here is acting as if that never happened.
curious. Well, now that I'm no longer made of stone, I've reassessed my values. Come to realize the things that are most important to me in life, and that I've spent a lot of my time wasting away on things that weren't important to me whatsoever. The hours I've wasted helping people when I could have been doing far more important things for me. Ari, you have changed my perspective on things entirely. I wish no longer to waste my time helping other people as I've spent so long doing, and instead will devote my time entirely to myself.
Sorry, when have you ever helped anybody? Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
There was at one
There was a
time with
phase.
that. Yeah, it was a phase. Let's say that. And I'm definitely out of it.
goodness. I'm starting to get worried about you. All this caring about other people things kind of put you at risk. Put me at risk in return. And it kind of
I
puts
agree.
everybody else at risk when you start caring about them. Because my goodness, when you get involved, it all just fucks up.
I couldn't agree more. Wasn't this whole place, not that I try and make a point of noticing things, but wasn't this whole place weird last time we were here?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay, just checking.
So, Whisper
well, we
and
should-
Old... Oh, sorry.
Good. No,
So
no, good.
Whisper and Old Dog, you guys have been with the Order for a little bit of time now. You used to how things run in here. And you see Finbar, Derek, and Ari seated around a table. What are you two up to right now?
I guess Whisper would be perched on a chair, not sat normally on it, but maybe feet on the actual chair, crouched like a bird, just staring at these three people that are coming in, talking so strangely, and just sort of tilts her head sideways a little bit in wonder, and maybe signals to Old Dog to check them out.
I'm sort of waiting to hear if anybody's lost anything. And if there's a window close by, I'd be where I could look out the window, because there are 2 or 3 things on my mind that I'm looking for in the back of my mind for other people who are willing to pay. And I'd just be one eye out the window, one eye on the conversation in the room.
Well, Ari, Derek, isn't there some woman here who I've been trying to sleep with for some time? The Countess, the Huntress. The Huntress.
The Huntress will be the
Huntress.
main one, yeah.
Hunt rhymes with the thing that you love most.
Hunting.
Hunting.
Yes. Hunting.
We should find her. She often has things for me to do.
I thought you
Ways
were
to make
help.
myself more famous. Oh, no. Not to help anyone. Just
All right, okay.
things that end
Just
up working. I mean, last time I did something, I got a town. So it really works out well in my favor.
Just checking that we don't want you to relapse.
No, goodness, no. Thank you for checking. Sometimes I
So
say
we also
crazy
need our
things.
gold.
And
Not
gold,
only
yes,
will this
gold.
help your ego, as it will, but it will also help with our bank accounts. We've been doing too much work for free, and I'm not particularly fondest of this.
Absolutely.
Do we recognise Derek, Finbar, and Ari as they come in?
You would probably recognize them as other members of the Order, as you know that this place is like a front. So it is an adventurers guild, but there's also the secretive order within the guild, and you recognize these three as members of your order. However, Old Dog, as you're listening in on this and keeping an eye on outside, you see what appears to be an elven man on a horse, galloping as fast as he can towards the headquarters. And as he gets closer, you can see that this horse does not have any sort of tack. There's no saddle, there's no bridle or anything. He appears to be holding onto its mane, and he's wearing what appears to be quite druidic clothing. So it's made of bone and leather and things like that. And you see as he pulls up the horse and hops off in one swift movement and runs inside the building.
As he's approaching, I'll ask everyone if anyone's expecting company in a hurry. There seems to be a druid on a mission. Probably about the time he comes in.
Oh, it's just my stripper. I ordered one weeks ago and they never showed up. It could be them.
I'm surprised they're not bursting out of a cake.
If there's a cake, it's definitely them.
Why would you do that to a perfectly good cake?
Because then you can have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, fuck it too.
I'm still seeing an old leather bone-covered druid, and I'm just looking back and saying, whoever books your cakes has bad taste.
Yes, they do. And trust me, do not eat that cake. It's absolutely filthy. Let's go to the...
As you say that, the door flies open and this elven man steps into the room, and he looks around and he sees you three, well, you five basically all just turn to look at him, and he goes, you can help. I need your help.
Whisper's gonna go up to him and be very close to his face and say, we can help?
Yes.
Just stare at him. We can help.
Yes, you can, I hope. My name is Dylan.
It's unlikely.
My land, Derlin.
Derlin. All right. What's your problem, Derlin?
My land has been taken from me.
Oh, did you used to own a town? Because if so, might be me stole it from. Okay, good.
An island.
Okay, I'm listening.
I lived there amongst the animals, alone, peaceful and happy. And then a local lord moved in.
Local to the island?
From me. No.
Are we talking about an animal here?
I live in an island about a mile away from the shore. The lord from that city moved in, took over my island. Right. And he started doing horrible things to my animals.
Did he eat them?
Was it George Clooney?
Was he Welsh?
He is a convicted animal rapist. And I am on the hunt for him.
He just says I do not know him, Mr. Clooney.
You will soon.
He's not Welsh. I have not heard of the land of Wales.
The things he does to the whales is unspeakable.
Is it you fucking Davis son?
Especially when they're beached.
And you do not want this...
And they all start just suddenly saying, Orida. And it's a very strange...
No. My animals are being turned into horrific monsters.
That is worse.
Is it?
Much worse.
Is it, though?
Is it? That is my question.
It is.
Oh, right. I thought that was a statement. Sorry.
Right.
No.
And he's using them for profit.
He sells the monsters.
No, he's made some sort of safari, some sort of zoo with my animals.
Sounds amazing.
It's not. They're suffering. I need you to help me.
He's feeding them, though, right?
I don't know. At first, I was fine with it. They said they would conserve them, protect them. And I've not been allowed to see them for weeks. And I hear horrible sounds coming from the trees.
What kind of sounds?
bestial roars beyond anything I have. I mean, the biggest animal I had was a cow, but these sound like bears and worse, larger.
I will say that a bear is more capable of protecting itself than a cow. So maybe this is a good thing.
What's worse than a bear?
2 bears.
Ah. Well said.
The cow has become 2 bears. And you need us to kill them all?
No. Well, if they're horrible monsters, then yes.
Yes.
For their own good.
That
But-
seems unbearably cruel.
I can't obviously appeal to your morals here, but I can pay you. I'll give you everything I have. I have 5,000 gold.
Do you have 5,000 gold, or is it still on the island? That seems like an important detail.
It is still on the island.
Ah.
I'm not a fool.
Well, I mean, 5,000 gold's enough money to make me do far worse things. So,
Everything on my time with you.
quite a lot of things. So I suppose it's worth looking into. See what kind of monsters he's making. You know, maybe whereabouts is this gold?
It's in my hut on my island.
We keep 5,000 gold in our huts.
Nobody was here before that lord moved in.
What did you spend it on?
I didn't, that's why I still have it.
Okay. What will we spend it on?
Question.
Whatever you like.
Finbar probably will buy one. I imagine.
Finbar wants the gold. Okay. Finbar has the gold. We killed the
I'll
monsters.
take the gold. Yes.
Fair deal.
Right. It's fair to me. Fine. In that case, we'll go to your island, check out what kind of weird horses you've got there, and make off with, investigate the situation thoroughly.
You came
What
on
can
a
you tell us
horse.
about this lord? He did come on a horse.
Is that a monster?
No,
And I pull out my sword.
no. That is my horse.
Because we
She's
can
not a
take care of
monster.
this one. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I appreciate your vigilance.
Rough start.
Alright then. Where is this island of yours?
This island is a mile off the coast. It isn't too far
Which bit
away.
of the coast? The coast's a big place there, buddy.
Just to the east. It's easy to see. Can't miss it now for all the tourist traps.
There's traps for tourists.
So you need our help finding things, but you already know where they are. I think we're okay with this job. It's going to work out.
You do seem a little
I like
confused.
this job a lot. It's okay. Listen, friends, we're the experts here, and this gentleman's come to us with a problem which we are able to facilitate the solution to. And the answer is, we'll go there, and we'll find the hut, first of all, just to secure our payment, and then we'll deal with whatever problems there are there, monsters or otherwise. You know, maybe there are monsters there. Maybe we just, get a couple of margaritas, hang out on the beach. I've got a cruise boat I could bring along. Good time.
I hope that's on your
Oh,
character
a
sheet.
good palo colada right now sounds amazing.
Is this lord on the island now?
I don't know. As I said, I've not been able to get in there for weeks.
So you'll want us to guard the hut while you go check around the island and see if anything has changed. It could all be better by now.
Not from the
No,
sounds
we
I
don't
heard.
want this. We don't want this man back on the island near the hut. Old. We'll just, you stay here, good fellow, and we'll deal with all of it. It'll be done in a jiffy.
You'll know that we've done it when we come back with the gold.
Right.
Yes, is that right?
Yes. That's
Indeed.
what's on her.
Mm-hmm. I will accompany you to the island.
Damn.
Fine.
I mean, excellent. You can show us what the
Take
horse
us
is.
to your people.
Okay. God. He leads you back downstairs and back out to the stable area, where his horse is just kind of stood there, like very obediently, being well behaved. And
I eye the
just-
horse very cautiously.
It's a
Staring at the
beautiful
horse.
chestnut mare that kind of just looks at you back, very intently.
I'm ready for
Check his
anything.
teeth, make sure it's a horse.
I would like to ready an action that if the horse turns into a monster, I stab it.
Okay. There's a moment whilst you're having this intense stare down with this horse where it sort of flicks its mane back and you're like,
This is just a horse. It's okay.
it's just a horse. But after a short while, the carriage is made available for you and readied, and you all pile in.
Yep.
All right. We're not attaching any
Let's not
wheels
make
to
this
any
any more-
of this week.
No, let's not make this any more painful for you than it has to be.
Nope. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do to the guests this week, you know? Attach some wheels to this one, lube another.
Well, we can all feasibly fit in this one thing, so we should be good this week.
Just gotta check, I never know.
Yeah. We do still have all that lube, so, anything's possible.
Okay. So you all pile into the carriage, and Derlin jumps into the back with you. And as you're journeying to the east, to the coast, he says to you, so you've not heard of my island then? I thought it reached everywhere.
You haven't told us the name of your island, you just told us it's by a coast.
Oh. It's called Cloud Island.
No, never heard of it.
Do you own the island?
I lived on it, yeah. I suppose the Lord owns it now because he showed up with men and a flag.
That is
But I
usually
lived
how
on
it
it.
works.
That is how you claim ownership of land. Flags.
You should get the flag
Mm.
next time.
It's not how it works in my tribe, but
You've got to adapt.
But it doesn't seem to be working.
it does not.
So
What would you put on your flag?
I don't know.
That's your problem. That's your problem right there.
animals. Put animals on
Yeah.
the flag. And then
Animals.
they know
Yeah.
it's the island belongs to the animals, not Monster Man.
It's a good idea.
That's what I
Yeah.
What's we kill?
There's a ritual as well. You've got to say, I claim this land in the name of Man with Horse, and then it's yours again.
All right. Not entirely sure that's legally binding, but we'll go with
It
that.
is. That's what the Lord did, right?
Yeah.
has, has,
You know, he had a small army with him. Didn't really have much chance.
That does help. But
small
mainly it's the
army.
flag.
But he,
We must
no, go ahead.
must we fight this small army?
As I said, I honestly don't know. He showed up.
We could set
Right, I'll start from the beginning. He showed up one day out of the blue on my land, and he saw my animals. He saw me, and then he saw apparently a business opportunity. He said he could provide me protection from the outside world and conserve my animals. He said he would build a park for them to live in, and that he would allow people to come in and view them and keep them safe, and the money would go to their upkeep, their protection. But
A sanctuary.
A sanctuary, yes. But then he asked me to do things, to change them magically, to make new animals, and I couldn't do it. And then he brought in alchemists, and they had no problem.
I bet they were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think about whether they should.
Exactly. And about that time, I got shut out from everything, and I couldn't see my animals anymore. And then my goats started disappearing, and then I started hearing horrible sounds from the tree lines. And then, well, I came to you.
That was your second mistake, I think. But we'll see.
I'd like to hope that that's not the case.
Has this lord built walls and fences around these animals?
Yes, great, huge fences.
Is there a big gate?
Yes. With great wooden doors leading into the park.
I think I've heard of your island, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We should climb over the wall. They won't expect that. How do we get to the island if it's in the ocean?
I have a boat. It's not too far away.
Oh.
Do you happen to know what this lord's name is?
I do. It's wait 1 second, because I wrote it down on a different page.
That's a very unusual name.
Yes, mister, I wrote this on a different page.
First name, wait 1 second.
It's a Lord McDaniel.
McDaniel.
He sounds terrible.
Has the face of a kindly old man, but his heart is cruel.
Oh, let's go check out this island then.
Alright. Okay, so the rest of your carriage journey passes pretty quickly. It's only a few hours away to the coast. And waiting for you at a dock. You can see that this coast is heavily touristy for a like a medieval fantasy world. There's people hawking ice cream and waffles on the beach, and there's like donkeys and children having rides up and down the beach, and there's games of chance and like coconut shy and all sorts. It's like huge stretch of sand that's all done up. But there's a small like dock area, little harbour, and there's a very neglected looking rowboat, and he leads you to it and says, "We all ready?"
I suppose so.
Whisper eyes the donkeys cautiously and heads to the boat. Not
Most
these.
of the donkeys.
Not these ones.
Not these ones. No. And you watch as the donkeys like very happily walk down the beach, but one of them just goes.
I prepare another action to throw a dagger at it should it transform.
Okay, and you watch as the handler just sort of pulls the bridle of this donkey, and it's like as it's pulled away with a child on its back, and the child is having a great time.
I'm not sure who's the bigger ass.
The child or the donkey. They are like little centaur people. I do not trust you.
This is a very serious game, folks. So serious. So you all hop into the little rowboat, and Dylan gets at the oars and starts rowing. You can see this is testing. When he rowed from the island, it was just him, and now there's like 6 people in this boat. So he's like struggling. But you get there within about an hour, and it's rocky because it's only a little boat. and bumpy, and there's moments where like the waves just kind of tip you and you're like, oh god. But you make it. You see that this island is a beautiful, lush island. The sand is like white, and the canopy is thick, and there's tons of trees, all sorts of ferns on the ground, and there is a path that leads from the beach upwards into the tree line. And he points to
music playing?
No.
No. The place needs music.
Does need
Needs
music.
a theme tune.
So he leads you up the small path, and there's a after a short while through the brush, there's a great big entranceway, and it's like a big stone arch with massive wooden doors. And there's no sort of like name emblazoned up the top, but there's like little torches positioned up the archway, and the doors
That would
are
just
open.
be two on the nose.
What does the Lord call this place?
As you step through the doorway, Dylan turns towards you and says, "Welcome to Druidic Park." No, it's terrible. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? Anyway.
A park full of druids?
What else are you going to do?
No, he thought it was a funny name. Thing as this was a druidic island.
McDaniel, you will pay for that name.
One of many insults. Okay, and you head into the park, as it were, and you can see that it's very much set up without any very obvious fences at first, and you can see sort of long sprawling lawns that have like deer on them, and like picnic tables set up, and there's a large further down the road there's a large building set up, and it says tickets on the front, and you see just past that is a carriage, but there appears to be no horse attached to it, and there's no rider around it. This place, you haven't seen any people just yet either. Derlin says to you, "My hut is on the other side of the island. We'll have to go through the park to get there."
Couldn't we just roll around?
It's very treacherous. This is the only beach. The rest is rock.
Well, you're paying for it again.
I haven't... There's no one here. You don't have to buy a ticket.
Oh,
This is also my island. I live here. I don't have to buy a ticket.
So we get free admission too.
I like this.
He brings up a fair point.
Yeah.
Can I?
I'm going to knock an arrow and hide.
Can I walk up to the abandoned carriage and have a look? What's inside?
Yep. Okay. So you walk up and you see that this carriage has been painted so as to not be so bright or so stark amongst the path. It's been painted to sort of blend in, so it has like a somewhat camouflage pattern painted onto it. But you look and you see that this thing is dusty and it's covered in leaves. There's nobody inside, and one of the doors is open. And if you look inside, it appears as though an animal had been sleeping in here at some point and scratched up the furnishings inside.
No sort of flags or anything on the doors?
Nothing.
So many missed opportunities.
Can I try and tell what kind of animal it was in there? Like if it's fur or feathers or anything like that?
Yeah. Roll me a survival check. Okay, what did we get?
That's a 5 total. So
5
So no,
total.
no.
Unfortunately, because this thing's been open for some time, maybe multiple animals have been in here, and it's hard for you to pin down what exactly has been in here. It doesn't seem to have been a very large animal, from what you can tell, but you can't tell exactly what it was.
I'm guessing it was a donkey.
I'm gonna just kind of shake my. I'm just gonna shake my head and walk over and kind of look over his shoulder and try to make a check of my own.
Okie doke. Oh no.
It's going well.
You agree with me? Yes.
It's gonna be a 9 total.
9 total. Yeah, it's pretty tricky to make out, but you've narrowed it down to maybe some sort of like fox-ish type of animal.
But not a donkey.
But it
Not a
definitely had fur, right?
It had
Size
fur.
Okay, I knew that. Yeah.
A fox-sized donkey.
This is the only explanation I can see. And I look towards the building with suspicious eyes. On the lookout for fox-sized donkeys.
All right.
These aberrations are clearly worse than we thought.
We were warned there were strange animals here.
But a fox-sized donkey, that is madness.
If we see a horse-sized duck,
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 20 duck-sized horses?
that's a good question. It's an important question, but I don't think we've got time for it.
I'm surrounded.
I'm gonna
by
hide again.
this-
Okay, so Ari, what are you up to while these 3 clients stood there around this
Having an
cabin?
aneurysm.
Yeah, you and me both.
Roll for aneurysm.
Roll for aneurysm. Constitution saving throw. Ari is just, while all this is happening, she's kind of looking around and seeing if she can find any signs of anything to do with this. It's oddly suspicious that there's very little to no people around, and she doesn't really fully trust the person leading us at the moment either.
All right. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. I think my character sheet disappeared from the new.
Oh no, yeah, because we're in a new game.
No worries. I have got her character sheet and some dice. So. Well, I'm
Sounds like
guessing
that.
even no matter what my additions are, a 2 is not going to get me anywhere.
No, unfortunately not. What is happening to us all today? Woof. Okay,
I'm not
so
touching
Ari,
the dice tonight.
you were too busy stood there watching these guys just massaging your temples and just thinking, what in the name of is happening
All that is
here?
holy.
You have no money. You have no alcohol. You're on an island. This should be party central. And yet. I
always feel like we're going through trials of ball or something.
So,
What's
What's
as
going
you-
on with this?
As you're all sat and, stood investigating, in big quotes, your surroundings, you hear a sound from within the building. Like something being knocked over.
Whisper.
Anyone else hear
I
that?
think that building might be about to turn into an animal.
Turn into an animal. That is crazy talk. Only animals turn into monsters. Buildings do not turn into things. That would be a sign of the end days. Let's go check it out.
All
I'm going to
right.
just run off towards the building.
Is there a back
Okay.
door?
This is quite a large building. So the back door would be difficult for you to get to from where you are.
Is it almost visitor
Okay.
center sized?
One could say that this would be a visitor center, yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. As you reach the front door, you see that it appears abandoned inside. There's a pane of glass, and it looks dark inside. You can't immediately see what caused the disturbance.
Can I try to creep in stealthily, sticking to the shadows? See if I
Certainly can. Roll me a stealth check if you wouldn't mind, please. Oh, double digits.
Double digits.
With a +7, that's 18 total.
18. Okay, so Whisper, you open the door just enough for you to slide through, and you very carefully close it behind you. You just slink into the shadows. You all watch as Whisper just disappears into darkness. Once you're inside Whisper, roll me a perception check.
That is a 15 total.
15. Okay, so you take a moment and let your eyes adjust to the darkness in here, and you see that there's a very large skeleton in the middle that's all presentational. But as you listen for any sort of sounds, you hear it further back into the building towards a big set of double doors which lead into a canteen area.
I will creep forward further. I want to see if I can get a look at this before running back to the party.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're creeping forward again?
Just to see if I can get to the doors. Is there a window in the door? Can I just peek through the window?
Yeah, there's like a small window you can peek through. Give me a second. Okay, so as you very stealthily just like sort of peek up and over, all of a sudden a large reptilian eye poof, appears at the window in front of you, and you hear a roar, but it sounds like a lion's roar.
And has it seen me? I take it.
It has seen you, yeah. It pops up and roar.
Okay, I'm sprinting back to the doors as fast as I can.
All right. Okay. So, you'll watch as Whisper just comes terracing back out of this building. You've got a couple of seconds to do something before this creature is upon you. What do you want to do, all of you?
Cast Sanctuary on myself.
Hide.
Okay, stealth
I'm
check.
going to
please.
hide and knock an arrow.
Okay, so anybody who's hiding, stealth checks.
Yes.
That was stealthy.
Derek's not even going to try.
No, just. Sanctuary.
18.
14.
Okay, so 18, 14, you sort of merge yourselves into the foliage. Whisper, what are you doing?
Have I pushed my way through the doors back outside?
Yes,
At
so
this
you've
point?
you're out now.
Okay.
Fully
So once I
let
see-
it slip to us.
No, it followed me. It's not my fault. Anyway, I'll turn around. I'll stop. I get outside the doors, seeing that everyone's taking their positions, and I'll wait. And what I want to do is, as it comes out the doors, I want to use my racial ability as a Juggac to teleport behind it, seemingly
Okay.
disappearing from you, and then popping behind it back inside if I can.
Okay, so how this happens then? Ari and Old Dog sort of just make themselves invisible. Finbar is off touching up his hair or something. Nobody knows what happened to Finbar. Derek, you just immediately go Sanctuary on yourself, and you prepare yourself ready. And Whisper, this thing is seconds after you, so you run out the door, turn around, and you see this creature, and it's like a horrific mix between a lizard and an ape, and it's not quite right. It's like it's got a long lizard muzzle, but it's kind of covered in fur in places, and instead of like hands, it has talons, and it's all hunched over, but it moves quickly. But you turn around and see this and then poof, teleport behind it. And I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, woohoo.
God damn
I'm
it.
so good at rolling
yes.
dice.
I rolled really well and really poorly.
Well, that's not good. What do you do that for?
Because I'm a stupid, fat, slow dwarf.
Alright. Alright, so, do we have an initiative between 25 and 20?
Yes, 22.
22. Nice. And then it's going to be 20 to 15? 15 to 10?
Oh, sorry, I got 15.
Oh, I already got 15. 15 to 10? 10 to 5?
9.
6.
So 9 for Whisper. Oh no, look, surprise, surprise, Derek's at the bottom again.
That might be the highest initiative I've rolled this campaign.
So proud.
Yeah.
So, at the top of the round, Old Dog, you see this horrific thing just come barreling out of the doors towards Derek. It's pretty close to you. I'd say maybe about 30, 40 feet. For a ranger, that's really close. So what would you like to do?
I'm shocked by this thing. I immediately want to get a sense of what it is. So for my action, I'm going to use my hunter's sense and try to size up any weaknesses it has. And then as a bonus action, I'll mark it as my prey. And I've got an arrow ready for the next round.
Gotcha.
So what do I learn about it?
So you learn that this thing is... what kind of thing does that tell you? A hunter's sense? Like...
It basically tells me if it has any weaknesses or if it has any immunities and things like that. What's it vulnerable to?
You detect that it isn't vulnerable to anything.
Oh, see, that's not a good outcome. Okay. Well, now I've even more intently marked it as my prey and am ready for the next round.
We're going to find out what it's vulnerable to.
Alright, so the creature, having had Whisper directly in front of it and now behind it, only sees Darak in front of it, and it's going to lunge for Darak.
Make that wisdom saving throw.
Yep. And that is a 13.
Every time.
Nope. It
So
needs
it's
to
got
either pick another target or lose the attack.
So the only other target is Whisper that's behind it. So I'll turn around and hit Whisper.
Cool. And when I teleported for the next round till it starts my turn, I'm slightly translucent and I've got resistance to damage. You can still see me, but I'm slightly harder to hit.
Okay, well, I think a 6 and an 8 won't hit you anyway. Which is what I get for saying I'm so good at rolling dice. So, yeah, that's that monster's turn. Ari, you're up.
Okay. Ari is going to... If I've hidden amongst the shrubbery, is there a chance that there's like a rock or anything like that?
Yeah.
There around? Cool. So it's going after Derek right now? Or it's focused on Derek?
Well, it's on Whisper now because Derek's cast Sanctuary on himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a
It's
good
not-
tank, he wants
I
it to
would
hit
like-
someone else.
I would like to throw this rock and still somehow manage to remain hidden at the hind of this beast so that it thinks something is behind it. If that makes any
Okay.
sense.
So roll an attack using strength.
Okay. Using strength.
So I don't think a rock counts as a finesse weapon.
Well, this
I'll
doesn't
give
go well. Oh, that's a 5 in total.
No. So you pick up a rock and you pitch it towards this thing, and it scatters on the ground. I need you to roll me another stealth check. See if you can go like back into the
Oh
bush.
gosh. Oh, well, this goes much better. 21.
21. Okay,
It's
yeah.
tough.
You throw the rock, you completely miss, you go, oh shit, and then throw yourself into the tree line. So Whisper, this thing has lunged for you twice and completely missed.
Cool. I will shout, "This is a big donkey fox," and then pull out my silver short sword. And I'll, for my action, I'll take 2 swipes at it with my short sword.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so the first one is a 20 non-natural, and the second one is a 24.
Oh, yeah.
They're both d6 plus 3s, so that's 4. 2, so it's 4 total, 5, 9 damage total from the 2 attacks.
Nice.
And then I'll use my bonus action and spend a key point to take the dodge action. So I sort of start to move a bit randomly, so it can't quite judge how it's going to strike me, and so it's got disadvantage on any attacks against.
Nice. So you you duck and weave, and you hit it twice, and then just keep bobbing and weaving out of its way. Darak, what you gonna do?
So I will bonus action. I think it's a bonus action. Let me double check. Spiritual weapon. And bring out my giant lollipop hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Check. I think it's a bonus action.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spiritual
Yeah.
weapon is, yeah.
Yes. So that is gonna hit the fucking thing. Hopefully.
Bap it. Oh, yeah.
That's a 25 to hit. So that's gonna be 6 points of force damage.
Nice.
And then, so it turned around to face Whisper, didn't it?
It
So
did, yeah.
It's arse in my face. I'm just gonna try and
And it
stick my.
stinks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and shove my maul as far up his ass as I can. Hit it really hard.
Alright.
So that's, oh god, that's not as good. That's a 11 to hit with the maul.
No. You
The smell
so
is
you-
just. too
it's the
bad.
smell. Yeah, it just completely throws you off, and you just. Will, did you roll initiative?
Hello. I did.
Would you
I
like to roll
rolled a. What did I roll? I don't know what I rolled. 9. I rolled 9 on initiative.
You rolled a 9. Okay, I assume you don't have as much dex as the monk.
Unlikely. I've got a +2 on my dex.
Okay. Would you like to take a turn now, and we'll say you held your action?
Certainly. Okay. I will. I'm fighting some kind of monkey, fox, lizard.
It's
Thing.
kind of like a reptile, chimp hybrid thing.
Okay. I will stab it,
Excellent.
as I do with all animals I dislike. That is a 21.
Ooh, that'll do it.
And that is with +2, a whopping total of 8 points of damage.
Very nice. Okay, so,
Aye,
Old Dog.
beast.
Yes. So as a bonus action, I'll cast a Hunter's Mark and then fire 2 arrows at it for an attack. And those will be
Ooh,
nice. First one is a 1. Second one is a 17 plus 7, 24.
oh yeah. Oh, definitely hit.
Okay. So that'll be 9 points of damage plus 12 for the Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark. Oh, I got to roll 2d6. Hold on. 3 and plus an extra 4. So there we go.
Woof.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god.
And I'm going to back away and hide as far as I can.
Hot dog.
If I have movement, I'll take the movement.
Oh, okay. Yikes. So, old dog, you perturbed by this creature, you miss the first shot. But you like, come on, nah, this ain't getting the best of me. You take another shot, you deep breath, you focus, and you let loose an arrow. And the thing, it just sinks straight into this thing's eye, and its head sort of ricochets back, and it sort of blinks for a minute before it just drops to the ground and twitches.
Well, I felt deceived from the very beginning, that's just the way it affected me.
Understandable.
Yeah. Is it down altogether?
What the hell was that thing? I'm going to inspect it.
Okay. So you all kind of stand over this thing, and you see that it's just this unholy mix of reptilian features and ape features. It's kind of like a person, but with a long muzzle and very sharp teeth and claws.
Gross.
Does it look like it could fit in a car?
It's like my uncle.
Yes, it does.
Derlin, was this your friend?
Before he went to prison.
Dylan kind of just stands over it and he takes a moment, he looks here, then he just like, and he like pukes in a bush somewhere. He says, oh, what are they doing to my animals?
Well, I'm getting my arrow back out of it.
All right. There's a very wet suctioning sound as you pull your arrow out of the eyeball.
Ooh.
It's a bit goopy.
Gross. This isn't the kind of island I was expecting. Now, I was promised babes, alcohol, cruises, and I don't see any of those things thus far. And I feel like I've been betrayed.
I don't remember anyone promising any of those things.
I distinctly remember. I distinctly remember promising myself those things.
Right, understood.
And I haven't come through. So, let's find this hut. Well...
There is a kitchen inside that might have drinks.
A good idea, Whisper. Yes. Drinks
I mean, that's where the monster came from, though. But...
So that means it's not there now.
Is there going to be two? Probably not.
Probably not. That's my point. That's the spirit.
Okay, I'll go ahead back into the way I came and see if there's any more sounds from that kitchen area.
Roll a perception check.
That is a 18 total.
Okay, so you take a moment and you focus, and you are really intently listening because you don't want another surprise like you just had. But you don't hear anything.
The coast is clear.
Alright. I'll come in.
Alright.
I'm going to shake my head again and listen over his shoulder.
Alright.
I'll tentatively fail.
There it is.
The thrill of the hunt is just too much for you right now, old dog. All you hear is
There's on that one.
adrenaline. Alright, so you head inside. And you see that, much like Whisper saw, there's a very large skeleton in this foyer, and there's a grand staircase up behind it, and it leads off into what looks like sort of like museum gallery rooms with all sorts of illustrations and written materials on the walls. But Finbar isn't interested in that. Finbar's after the food. So the cafeteria is very easy to see. It's a very large area. There's lots of benches set up with lots of little stools, and there's like a kitchen area at the back where there appears to be several large like ale barrels, and then there's some smaller barrels that are out, and there's a closed door that has a small porthole in it.
I'm going to make myself a martini. No one else?
Oh, that will second that.
Okay, but you can see that as you get closer, this door is cold to the touch. And as you look up, it's very icy inside. And you see in the corner another one of these beasts frozen, unmoving.
Maybe we should leave that there.
It looks like he's just chilling out.
It does. And it's rude to interrupt.
I'm going to slowly slide a chair over and put it in front of the door.
Okay.
Wedge it under the handle.
That'll stop.
Definitely.
It's firmly wedged under the
It's
handle.
not like they can
Is
open
this the
doors.
hut with the money? Didn't we find all the money?
We should find the money. And Lord McDaniel, if he's around. I want to work with him about this alchemy.
Oh, yes. The beaver sex offender. All right. Well, I'll look for the money. You look for the beaver trail.
Can I check the giant skeleton? Do I know what that creature is?
Roll me a nature check.
No.
Yeah, 4-2.
You have never seen a creature like this before in your life. This thing is gargantuan.
It's just skeleton, right?
Yes.
I kind of want to just pull one of his leg bones out and see what happens.
All right. You can do that if you want, you vandal.
Absolutely.
All right. So
I
you
want to
reach
play Jenga
forward.
with a skeleton.
I step
You
back.
reach forward and you grab like the shin bone and you pull, and it's a bit harder than you'd expect because this thing's sort of like fixed together with some sort of
The shin
fixative.
bone's connected to
So
both hands.
roll me a stealth check. Not stealth, strength.
Oh god. Oh, that's better. Can we make it athletics?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That won't help. 7.
Amazing.
Eric steps forth and goes, Jimbo's clicks to the dwarf hands and pulls, and nothing happens. Doesn't even sway.
This is in it really well. This is solid. It's not going anywhere. This won't fall
I'm just
down.
going to shake my head and go over there and try to pull it out.
All
This is
right.
embarrassing for you.
No, it's not. It's embarrassing.
I'm embarrassed.
But I have a +5, so 10.
10. Okay. So you move forward and you push the dwarf out of the way. You're like, come on, son, you're embarrassing yourself. Step up. And then you just pull, and this thing just starts to like wobble as this very vital linchpin has been removed. It wobbles, and then you hear it as it all just sort of, and it makes a huge sound.
I think that means you have to drink. Or not. I suppose, if you don't want to play my game.
No, never.
Everybody just make a constitution saving throw because that's kicked up a lot of dust.
Oh.
Oh god.
Yes.
That'll be an 8.
Alright.
And a
So-
20.
Me too, yeah.
Derek, Whisper,
That's-
and Finbar, you find yourselves unable to suppress the cough that's currently in your chest. You don't know if it's bone dust or just regular dust, but something's up in them lungs.
Oh, I know bone dust when I taste it. Trust me. It's bone dust, all right.
Thank you for that.
And a bad strain of it as well. Virulent.
Right. So, what are you doing?
Well, I'm looking for
looking
gold.
Where's
Small
Dylan?
parts.
Oh, what was that?
Is Dylan still with us? Is he leading us through the visitor center?
Dylan is outside right now. He's kind of still puking his guts up in a bush.
And so there were stairs going upstairs. I'll go up there and see if there's anything upstairs.
Okay, so as you head upstairs, it's deathly quiet in here. There's not a trace of anybody, and you see that on the walls there's been painted like all sorts of like a history of the park, and it was founded by Derlin the Druid, and then Lord McDaniel arrived and gave shelter and protection to these wonderful animals. And you see that on the walls it tells a different story than what Derlin had told you, that Derlin always had these creatures and that Lord McDaniel was providing a safe place for them as conservation and preservation, and that these are modern, these are marvels. They've created and fostered these brand new creatures. And there's at the end you reach a small gallery which is under construction, and it says "Coming soon, Kokido."
Do I know what that word means? Is that new words to me?
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell or anything.
So the story that I'm seeing on the walls, does that imply that Derlin wasn't innocent in all this? He was going along with them, making the monsters, and now he's changed his mind. Do I get that impression?
It could be seen as that, yeah.
Dirty little liar.
Yeah, I'll come back and tell the guys what I've seen.
That's very interesting, isn't it? Because why would he send us here then? To stop this big bad lord if he's in on it too? Maybe he wants all of the money. And that also begs the question, is there actually 5,000 gold here or not? In which case we should leave.
Probably not, but Derlin's the one that rowed us here in the boat. If he's lying, then how are we going to leave? I can't row a boat.
Well,
I'm assuming none of us can row a boat.
I'm never going to row a boat. But never begs a question. These monsters presumably require food, no?
Yes, probably.
Well, presumably if you are their owners, you need to give them regular feeding times. And we would probably make quite the morsel for one of these monsters, I'm sure.
I've heard the dwarf tastes really bad, so I think I'm alright.
It's true.
It's true.
Wait, what?
What? I'm going to go look to Derlin. If Derlin's outside. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do if I find Derlin, but I'm going to go look for him.
Okay. You go outside, and Derlin is still there.
Oh, good.
Derlin,
yeah?
are you trying to feed us to the monsters?
What? No.
Okay, he says no.
Can I roll an insight check? I think he's full of shit.
All right, go ahead.
Don't be a 1. That's a 22.
22. Okay. He's definitely not lying about feeding you to the monsters, but he is being a little. He is shady about his general involvement here.
I'm going to draw another arrow back and aim it at his eye like we did with the monster a minute ago, and then cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So, is that save or anything from me? I think it's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, it is, and that would be... one moment, please. Charisma 14.
Oh, charisma. Well, I rolled in that one. We are just rolling dice tonight. Wow. It's so...
So I'll just say to the group, he's not going anywhere. Does anybody have any questions?
I do. Derlin, do you happen to have read the history of this island that's inside this here visitor centre?
I have.
Do you have any comment on the disparities between what's written there and what you told us?
I may have made myself out to be a bit more innocent than perhaps I
Did you lie about George Clooney?
No, I've never heard of George Clooney.
Did you, what was your intention in bringing us to this island?
To kill the beasts. And kill McDaniel.
But you made the beasts.
I did.
Okay.
I understand. I once had a child to murder it. Yeah, it became a demon lord of the abyss. It's awful.
I'm sorry.
Would you say that the problem with the alchemical power that you're using here is that it didn't require any discipline to attain it? Would you say that was one of the problems?
I would.
I thought so.
What is this, a survey?
It is.
So what's your part in all
Strongly
this?
agree.
Yeah, it's 20 questions and you get an Amazon voucher at the end.
Is there any gold?
There is gold.
It's the 5,000 gold.
No.
We should do this.
Who has more gold, you or Lord McDaniel?
McDaniel.
Is he on the island?
I like how this
Yes.
dog thinks.
He's not actually a dog.
Oh, you could fool
Well, yeah.
Do you have any way of getting McDaniel to come to us rather than us going to him?
No, we parted on less than, well, fine terms.
What happened? Tell us the whole story then. If we're to do something for you, and I think I've made it very clear that I don't do things for people anymore. You're going to have to give me...
Preferably in 5 minutes or less, because we may have follow-up questions.
Correct.
All right. That bastard edged me out. He started
that sounds
bringing
like
in
an
his own
excellent thing.
alchemists.
Oh,
I started getting
Business
less
wise.
and less involved.
Different kind of edging.
alright, yes. I am indeed an edgelord in many circles.
Oh my god! Help me, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus won't help you.
I couldn't take it anymore. I wasn't having it. He'd taken everything. He'd taken my island, he'd taken my animals, and then he was taking my money.
Is this still the sex analogy? Or...
No.
No.
Seek
No, I
help.
think he really took money.
Very sick.
You are.
Okay, well, he's the one in charge, so you've come back just to murder him then.
And take back what's mine, yeah. Fresh start. Clear the island. Forget any of this ever happened.
Why don't you just set fire to everything and make sure there's no boat here?
Because I'm 90% sure half the things...
Darak, how many times can I tell you you can't just burn islands? They're land masses.
I am yet to see evidence of that, Finbar.
You never will.
Correct. I will never see evidence that you can't just burn islands.
My God.
You don't need to call me that, it's fine.
Do you know where
Right.
McDaniel will be? Could we find him straight away and sort this all out?
He has, have headquarters, a house here. It's a bit further into the park.
You know what? I think
Would you
this can
say
all be
he's
solved.
expecting us?
Right.
I don't think so. I think he's got quite a lot on his plate right now, ever since I, disabled all the security measures before I left.
About that, why?
Well, honestly, I don't know. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision, which probably wasn't the greatest decision.
No, probably not.
You don't say.
Poor decision, I would say.
One does stupid things when one's angry.
If you hadn't disabled the security measures, you could have just not fed these things, and they would have just died on their own.
That seems cruel.
But also,
You made them. You idiot. You made them. This is all your fault.
Wait,
I know.
So many levels. This
I
is
know.
you are to blame for this. So
How many people were here when you let them loose?
A lot.
have you seen Jurassic Park?
I'm not
They
familiar
were
with that
playing.
work.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
You should watch that play sometime because it would teach you a lesson.
What you did by setting them loose with people around was give them more food. You realise that? You really haven't thought this through.
I figured, though, that, well, if McDaniel did escape, he wouldn't be able to escape this. His professional reputation would be destroyed.
But if you hadn't set them loose, he wouldn't have known he needed to escape.
I see your point.
I do make points
Foresight
occasionally.
is 2020, as they say. Hindsight,
say
even. Wow. No, they
That's
don't.
not what they say at all.
You're really not a smart man, are you?
No. I'm a fucking idiot.
You're the worst. All right. Well, here's what I'm
I think
thinking. Yes, I think
we've
we've learned what we can from this man, Doral. So here's what I'm thinking. You are the architect of your own disaster and this whole situation, and I blame you entirely for all of this. The Lord seems like a reasonable fellow, to be honest, and he hasn't shot himself in the foot multiple times.
I certainly wouldn't do business with you.
Right? No, I mean,
I wouldn't do business with me either.
no, I mean,
handled this terribly.
you need to restructure everything.
This
But
Lord
what-
will pay us to.
I've got a
That's
set of.
exactly what I'm
I've
thinking.
got a set of manacles. I've got a set of manacles. I'm going to just step forward and put it in handcuffs
Yeah,
and
it doesn't even
and stand.
stand.
Stop you. Just take me.
Down.
And I'm going to say,
You
okay,
have the right to shut the fuck
let's
up.
go. Let's go visit the Lord with our prisoner and offer our services.
Prisoner
Good idea.
slash bait.
The best idea that we've had since we started speaking to this man
Ever.
earlier today. Off to the Lord.
Okay. So you start to follow the road that leads a bit further into the park, and you can see now that there are fences with holes in them, and there's as you're walking along, you hear what appears to be a goat bleating somewhere up ahead of you. And you continue to walk for about another 10 minutes or so before you see it. And it's chained to a stake in the ground. And it
Deja vu.
I look at it suspiciously and ready in action to kill the goat should it break free.
okay. You look at it suspiciously, and the goat seems to look around and it spots you, Whisper, and its head goes down, and it grimaces at you.
So it doesn't break.
I'm gonna keep about 60 feet away, just in the bare edge of my dark vision, and keep an arrow ready, aimed at the goat, and looking
And-
around for what's coming.
The trees shake, and the ground rumbles. And the trees shake so heavily, and then in a flash, the goat is gone. Whisper that shit.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
The goat's
I
gone.
did not see
The
that
goat?
coming.
The goat has turned invisible.
The goat's gone. You don't know what happened to it, Whisper. Just like that.
It's
Not
camouflaged.
Possibly connected to the trees or anything. The goat's just vanished.
I did
would
say I
like
was
you
looking
all-
around. Did I see anything?
Actually, yes. Roll me survival checks, please.
Uh-oh.
It's another good roll.
9.
Ooh.
18.
16 for me.
Okay. Finbar, Ari, you got.
Oh, sorry, survival check.
Got 18.
Okay, so Finbar, Ari,
Changed.
and I think that's it
16,
actually.
Mine was a
And
9.
Derek. Okay, so all of you spot tracks, but Derek and Finbar and Ari, you notice that mixed upon wow, having a stroke. Mixed upon within the many tracks, there's some very, very large tracks.
Oh,
And-
child.
Finbar, you could swear to God that this looks like a chicken foot, but huge.
Seems like we
It's
have
a horse-sized chicken.
some kind of juggernaut mixed with a chicken. I like to call these juggercocks. Classic case, I'm afraid.
Did you hate when you suffer from?
You, I have
Well,
no response to that.
I don't.
which way is it, Dural? Is it the way that the juggercock went?
He gestures to just further down the road, and you travel again for a bit longer before you arrive upon a scene, and you see a man with a crossbow, and he's surrounded by 3 of these reptile ape creatures.
Is he?
You see
I
him
put the prisoner
like
out
this,
front like a
with the
shield.
crossbow, and he looks over his shoulder as you approach.
What does he say, Susie?
He says, "Help! I am not the man
Oh.
from Jurassic Park. I'm being attacked by 3 creatures. Don't let me die."
Oh, because to me, I thought you were looking like quite a prat. I might have even called you Chris.
Wow.
All right. So we should be able to see the map. That guy's
Whoa.
token is huge. I can't change
That's
how big it is.
That map is
Ooh.
awesome.
I didn't make it. This is a display.
Don't tell him.
I mean, I made it. Shush.
I made it myself. It's like the dinner
So-
parties of D&D maps.
I would like you
They
all
got the label.
to roll initiative.
The map is as big as my
Alright.
screen.
I know it's huge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give myself a token here.
I rolled good initiative for once.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah.
Wait, what am I rolling 5 for? I don't know.
You're gonna need to put this onto the combat tracker on Fantasy Grounds, I think, Susie, to bring our tokens in.
Where the heck is the combat tracker?
That is the swords at the top right, and basically you
Oh, I
just
got
drag people on that. So, and now I can pull myself onto the scene in theory.
There we go. Nope, I've added 1 person twice.
Oh, good.
It's fine. So
I don't know how to set an icon for myself.
If you watch my screen here, live Fantasy Grounds tutorial. So here you just double click on your character portrait, and then you can just select one.
Cool. That's cool.
Let's just double click that. And let's see if I can pull me in. Yeah. You might need to drag us in from the combat tracker there, Susie, as a DM.
Okay.
I think maybe I did it last week, but I was a DM last week on the
Gotcha.
Fancy Grounds.
And where's that?
That is actually art of Darak, by the way.
Fuck jam.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Can you control yourself?
How do you add in your own one? I'll ask you after this.
I can't remember. I did it last week.
Yeah, we can control.
Okay.
Excellent.
Don't know. I have like 3 names on here, so I don't know.
Mine is the dwarf with the hammer.
I'll just drag off.
I
3 of
may
these
have
on here.
accidentally made an unnamed.
That's all good.
No worries.
So try grabbing one of these, old dog.
Let's see.
So that's
I can move them around.
okay, so you're moving that one, that's fine. Yeah. You can move all of them?
Yeah, we can all move all characters apart from the monsters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just
Just how it
shove-
works.
Right.
I can move a monster too. I mean, I won't.
Don't
but
move
I
the
can.
monsters, leave them.
Yeah.
Given him too much power.
Oh god.
It's a great first time experience. I love to charge everything. Yeah.
So, and do we have initiative between 25 and 20?
So,
Got to roll initiative.
Got to roll. Yes.
Oh.
22.
Ari, top of the round. Hot dang.
See, this is what happens when I go and grab coffee. Suddenly,
Suddenly, I'm amazing.
dog is coming up. Suddenly, I'm fantastic.
20 to 15?
18 for Whisper.
18 for
17.
17 for old dog. 15 to 10.
13 for Darak.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Oh yeah, I got a 13 as well. Actually. Not to one up
Double-digit
you.
initiative for the dwarf.
I don't believe it.
I know, right? I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I'm not going last.
So that's everybody
So much
here.
time
We've got
pressure.
Ari, Derek, Old Dog, Simba, let me just add the rest of these fools on.
Thank you, Fish Blue. We got a couple of blank tokens that we don't need to.
Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of them.
Okay, so you just right click and then delete token. Is that the
Oh,
top?
it's right there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm blind. Right. All right. So at the top of the round, we have Ari.
All right. Ari is going to. Looking at all of this. Is it possible for me to maybe clamber on up to the top of like this rock right here?
Absolutely. Roll me a athletics check just to see how well you do it.
Okie dokie. Do. Whether it's like a graceful display. No, it is not a graceful display at all.
It's not. No. You know.
Stacks it.
There's a bit where you gotta, like slide down. You've managed to go about an inch. And you just go back down again before you like clamber your way back up. What would you like to do once you're atop the rock?
I would like to use my crossbow and hit. Ooh, wait, hang on. How can I be weird about this? It wouldn't be Ari if I didn't make it weird. I would like to try and place No, you know what? Just do a regular crossbow for now. I'll figure out something in the next round. All right. I'll just try and shoot the main guy in the middle there. With his crossbow.
The dude with the... Okay.
Is he on our side? Wait.
Yeah, I think we're trying to save him.
Oh, okay. Then I'll hit.
He claims he is.
You could save him from a bloody death by killing him quick.
Exactly. All right. I'll hit
Sneak attack him.
I'll hit the creature closest to me. So like this fella that I'm just slightly moving around. That one.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Oh, why did I roll physically? What am I doing? Where's my character sheet gone? This is all going awry. So that's
So much
Dex. Okay. 14.
14.
Hit him with my crossbow.
Will. God, hang on. 14 will hit. Yes.
Alrighty. So that's 1d6 plus 3. 9.
Nice.
9. Nice. So you sink a bolt into this creature and it sort of like howls in pain.
Thanks so much for the raid! Welcome in, guys! Did he miss his hour?
You
Sorry, go ahead.
feel, Ari, after you loose this shot and this creature, and it howls in pain, you feel the ground. All right, Whisper, you're up.
I might have made a mistake.
So I will. Do I get a sense of where that vibration was coming from, or was it just all around?
It's just kind of all around you right now.
I'll go ahead then and move my speed towards this fellow here. Are these the same creatures that we saw earlier? The ones that attacked us? The apes?
They are, yeah.
Apes type. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'll spend my action to make 2 short sword attacks against this one, and potentially turn that into a stunning strike if I hit. First one is going to be a 25.
Yep.
Second one is 25.
Nice.
Okay, so they're both. So that's 10 damage total.
Nice.
And I'll spend a key point to make that a stunning strike, so it can make a Constitution save, and it needs a 14, otherwise it's stunned.
That is a big fail. It's stunned.
Okay, so it's stunned, so I think attacks get advantage against it, and it loses its next go, I think. And so
great.
it can't take any actions or reactions on its next turn. So, and then with my bonus action, I'll use another key point to do Flurry of Blows, and kick it twice in the face.
Nice.
So the first one with advantage. I don't know. Do that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. So that's 6 more damage, and then the second kick would be a 22 for 4 more damage there.
Okay, you unleash a series of very impressive blows upon this creature, and it just doesn't know what to do, and it kind of just freezes in place. Okay, which will bring us to Old Dog. Sorry, just as you're drinking.
So when this guy says he's the victim here, did we really believe him? I mean,
I didn't.
So, could I do like a perception check to see if I thought he was really telling the truth?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, he is asking for help. He is genuinely being attacked by these creatures.
Okay, whichever one's strongest, I'll make it my prey and fire 2 arrows at it.
Okay, so the only one that hasn't been damaged yet is the one, this one I'm going to wiggle. This guy.
Okay. So I'll fire 2 shots at him with my longbow.
All right.
Did the dice work? Did the dice show up when I rolled them on the map?
No, you have to roll them in the chat box.
Yeah, in a little
Okay,
on the left.
I lost that when we went to the map.
You should be able to just drag the map to the side to show the chat box.
And yeah, I don't have. It's. I think maybe the window's too small.
Oh.
Ah, there we go. Okay, first one. Each plus 8. So 20 and 22.
Oh yeah, those hit. Yeah.
Okay. And then 1d8 each. That's a 4 and 10. 14 total.
Okay. 14 total. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So all of them are wounded now. All of them are taking damage. Derek, you're up.
Cool. So, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself. That's how I do. For my bonus action, am I right in thinking the one that's stunned we get advantage on it? Against
You
it?
should.
Cool. So I will bonus action Spiritual Weapon and try and smash that thing. That's a nat 20.
No big deal.
I won't roll the advantage. Nice. Very little point.
Yeah.
So that is. Oh, for God's sake.
Derek with the big rolls.
Yeah, that big crit is for 6 points of force damage.
You roll the damage twice though on a crit.
Oh,
or do you double it?
No, we rolled twice. Yeah.
We rolled twice. Cool. Oh, good. 6 points of force damage.
You actually cannot write it. Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing. What a waste of a 20.
That's
So
beautiful.
the big rumbling thud. Can I quickly scan the tree line and see if I can make out maybe if there's anything big moving through the trees?
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
Cool. That is a 19.
19. Okay. The trees to the north of you, so up where Ari is, are starting to shake.
Cool. I'm going to use my movement and just go hide behind this rock a little bit here.
All right. Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. That brings us to Finbar.
Aha! I am going to move in here and cast Thunder Wave at everyone, including the man who was just helped, or is trying for help. Because he's bad. I don't care. They can all roll me Constitution saving throws DC of 15.
Literally every single one of them failed.
Then they will all die! Bow before the might of Finbar. And they take 7 points of damage and are moved 10 feet backwards if they're... Well, I guess they still move even if they're dead, but yeah.
So they take how much? 7.
7 points of damage.
Right. Whoop. Okay.
The Juggac is coming! Look out, friends.
Alright. None of them die, tragically. But it is turn of this creature here to the right of not Muldoon, who's going to run forth and attack not Muldoon with a multi-attack, and it's going to miss both. Fuck's sake, I'm burning my dice. That's that guy's turn. Not Muldoon is going to disengage as an action and run away. There. Okay.
Stop right there.
It is Monster 3's turn, and it's going to come and attack Whisper. With a... 1 second. There will be a 18 and a 19 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay.
Thanks.
You take 11 points of piercing damage. No, sorry, slashing damage in total. Okay, that's that. Okay, which will bring us back to Ari.
All right. Ari is going to tie a piece of rope to her next arrow. And tie a piece of rope to her 2 arrows, and she's going to try and, like, split the 2 between, like, into each beast. If that makes sense. So then, like, tied together, or not
Pretty
tied
sure
together,
Kevin
but then
Costner
stuck
did that.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. She's just gonna try
I'm
and
not sure you
shoot 2 arrows at once.
I'm not sure. Okay, right.
Harry, Prince of Thieves.
Is that how bows work?
Unfortunately, that isn't how bows work, and I really wish I could let you have that. But what we could do is you could shoot one on one turn and shoot another on the other.
I would like
No deal.
to. No deal.
Barry, thanks so much for the raid. City of Mr. Hour, thanks so much. Right, carry on here.
Then, how about we make a noose on the end of a rope, and I try to shoot one and hope that the noose will hit, like, catch around the neck of the other if I aim it just right.
Sure, let's try it. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Roll your attack.
All right. Totally not improv at all.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, that's probably not going to do so well for what I want to do.
Okay, no, so
15.
what we'll do then, right, is the arrow definitely hits the thing you're shooting at, and the rope does fly out and over, but it doesn't noose around the neck. It does catch the arm. We'll say that. We'll
Okay.
see how that goes. So roll your damage for the one you did shoot.
Cool. Okay. What did I say it was? I was smart and had it up last time. 1d6. Okay. 1d6 plus 3.
Oh wait, no, you should
7?
you should have proficiency on that too. So that would be like we're +4 proficiency, right? Level 5? No, +3.
+3.
+3, so that'd be 18. Okay, you do convincingly noose the arm of the other creature with an 18, so that's that damage. Okay. Okay. So we'll say the other creature now has disadvantage because it is restrained. Kind of.
Can't scratch anything for a bit. Not without
trying
pulling
desperately
at
to
the
scratch
arrow
its
that's
arm.
in the other one.
Okay, so now after your turn, the ground is shaking even more and the trees are just going nuts.
Cock.
It's almost
Look out, Ari.
Okay, Whisper, you're up.
I faced this
Cool.
thing before.
The one in front of me, is it looking pretty bad off, or is it looking healthy? Or
Yes.
They're all looking a bit iffy.
Angles in front of you.
I'll take 2 short sword attacks at the one in front of me then.
Nice.
The first one will be a 14, the second one will be a 21.
14 unfortunately doesn't hit, but 21 does.
Okay, so that first one is for 6 damage,
Mhm.
and then I'll use my bonus action to make a single unarmed strike for 17 to hit,
17 hits.
for another 6 damage, and I'll sort of just try and punch this creature in the jaw.
Nice.
That's it, yeah.
All right. Okay. So this thing is now starting to look very, very rough. You think maybe another hit or two will just completely end it. So Derek, you are very bravely hiding behind a rock.
I am, but my spiritual weapon is very bravely hitting the thing that's nearly dead.
Okay.
Or not. That is a 14 to hit.
It's not.
That's my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
What shall I do for my action? How's everyone doing health-wise? No one's really been hit, have they?
I took 11 damage, but I'm okay.
You're okay. Can I hold my action, or if anything threatening gets near me, I would like to hit it with my hammer very hard.
You sure can.
Classic.
Classic me.
Yep. That's my turn.
Alright, which brings us to Finbar.
Perfect. And I should remind you, we do have a viewer decision for the chat.
Oh god.
Ask for a question. Looking for some ideas.
So what's the viewer decision?
So you ask them as a Dungeon Master a question such as, what monster attacks us? Or what magic item do we find? Or out of 10...
What is the Juggac?
What is a Juggac? And where can I buy one?
Oh, wow.
And they throw us some suggestions. We poll it, and the most popular one happens. What question would you like to ask?
Susie.
A lot of power in your hands right now.
This is worrying.
Wow.
Alright, chat.
That's a pitch.
What do you think the Juggac is? Be kind.
Oh!
Also keep it PG.
What
Never
is...
thought that sentence would be said on this show. Is it the opposite of a coconut?
Keep it in TOS, friends. Keep it in TOS.
TOS.
I'm on several FBI watch lists, so just keep that in mind when you put your answers.
I ended up on that list when I made a halfling demolitionist and I was looking up ingredients for bombs.
Sure. That's what they all say. The classic excuse.
When the FBI comes, you're like, I was just making a D&D character.
Research, honestly.
Amazing. So was it my turn? Okay, let's see. I love this answer. 1/3 giant spider, 1/3 cock, 1/3 organisms. Alright, right, this is Finbar's turn. I'm going to try and grapple the man standing next to me, because I think that he is a bad guy. And and Finbar has not been paying attention. So I would like to roll an athletics check opposed to grapple him if possible. And I rolled a 14.
Well, I got a 13, so you grapple him.
I have him. You're not going anywhere. Not before you answer to the crimes against the Juggac. And that is my turn.
Okay.
And I hold him, and I want to hold him in like a Titanic-esque pose. You know, I'm behind, and he's like this right now, and I'm like, look at it, look at the Juggac, look what you did, as it comes.
Okay. So, this monster is going to rush forth, and seeing as you have this gentleman all neatly dressed up for him, Finbar, he's gonna attack the guy.
I'll let him. I'll let it happen. Hold out.
They got a nat 20.
Well, you're fucked, dude. I'm sorry.
So his first hit hits him. Oh no. Woo. A hefty amount. And the second attack misses completely. So you're just holding this guy as this creature lunges forth and just tears the shit out of his stomach. And he's screaming and begging to be let go. It's actually his turn, so he's going to attempt to break the grapple. So I need you to athletics.
Oh shit! Okay.
Actually, don't bother. Just don't, because I got a 2.
Well, you know what? You say
see
that.
how fun.
Ooh, that was close. 7.
All right. So
I
he's
always
trying
find
to...
a way to disappoint. Will Jones guarantee.
Simba finds a way. So this creature. I just realized I haven't put one of these guys on the initiative. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh well, no, it's fine.
Oh no.
That guy. It's this guy's turn in front of Whisper, who's going to try and attack Whisper. With a 17 and a 13.
17 hits.
17 hits. And that is 5 points of slashing damage. And so we'll just move this guy to the end, who's going to come and bite Finbar's butt.
My most valuable possession.
With a 9 and a 12. I don't think those hit, do they?
They do not hit me, no.
Nope. Alright. Never mind. Ari.
Alright. Ari is going to jump down. Where is she? Is the claw still stuck in a noose? One of the...
Yep.
No, she's just going to shoot the one closest to her.
Gotcha.
Cool. Because there's nothing that I have that I could really make a fire with to set the noose on fire. Other than pure will. Alright,
Sometimes that is enough.
Just stare at it long enough, like...
It'll happen.
Oh, well, even with my proficiency, I don't think
No,
that really does
unfortunately,
much.
no. Okay.
Alright, but then I'll get down from the rock and actually go behind the rock.
Alright. Okay, so are you attempting to hide, or are you just ducking down?
Yeah, somewhat attempting to hide.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
Because I am not convinced that what's about to come out is not going to want to destroy us all. Even if it is going maybe Derek's mother.
I've got a sacrifice already.
Oop. 13.
13, okay. So you obscure yourself as best you can. Alright. Again, the ground is getting faster, it's getting closer. It's almost upon you now. Maybe very soon this thing will be here. Whisper.
Did Old Dog have a turn? I don't know if we...
No!
Yeah, I think I got skipped, but it's okay.
I'm so sorry. We can do your turn now. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. I fumbled enough time on the logistics last time. It's all right. But do we have any sense of distance and direction yet on the Juggac? Has it revealed itself in any way yet?
It has not just yet. It's coming from the north, up where R is, and it's close, but not close enough to see it yet.
All right, then I'm going to leave our prisoner out in the middle of the open area and also come around behind the rock. And then fire 2 arrows into this monster right here, the top one, the farthest north. So, first, 11 and 15 plus 7 to hit, so 18 and 20 something.
Yeah, those both hit.
And 7, 15 total damage.
15 total. Hot dang. Okay. This thing is hanging on by a thread. It is looking very, very rough. Is there anything else you want to do?
I will also attempt to hide from whatever's coming. And
Okay, a stealth check, please.
5 plus 6, 11.
You try your best to hide in this room.
That's good.
Thank you.
Alright, which brings us to Whisper.
Cool. Okay, I'll start by taking a short sword attack against the one in front of me. See if that finishes it off. That's 16 to hit
Oh, yeah.
for 6 damage.
6. Ooh, it's close.
Okay, and I'll swing again then and see if this one will do it. It's a 17 to hit
Yep.
for 5 damage.
Okay. How do you want to kill this thing?
These are short sword strikes, so I'll just start slashing at its legs until it sort of falls on the floor, and then drive one into the top of its skull. And then
Nice.
with my bonus action, I'll come round to here
Mhm.
and do an unarmed strike against this one.
Nice.
A 16 to hit.
16 hits?
For 9 damage on that one.
Woof. Okay, this boy is looking pretty dang rough.
That's me.
Alright. Okay, so we'll go. It's now Old Dog's proper turn.
Okay. Same basic plan as before. I'm going to shoot whatever's standing the strongest. So which one's in the best shape?
The one to the north. Just.
Okay.
They both look terrible.
So a 12 and a 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, those both miss.
Oh, then I'm going to hide.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check then.
Well, so I'm going to kind of stumble over sort of where that fence is, and then we'll add 6 to that for a 10.
Okay. So, Ari, you watch as Old Dog stumbles very close to where you're hiding, and he crouches down and holds up like a fern in front of his face.
I'm just gonna look at him perplexed and just like,
Alright. Darak.
Cool. Whisper, how are you doing health-wise?
I'm on 22 out of 38, so kind of okay. Depends. If a Juggac is going to jump out and bite me in half, then yeah.
I'll use my
Always
bonus
a risk
action
for
to
that.
cast a. Let me check what spell slots I've got there. Bonus action to cast a second level healing word on Whisper. So that's going to be 2d4 plus 8 because of the cycle of life. So you heal 14 points of healing.
Awesome.
And then, so knowing that the Juggac is getting closer from up here, I'm going to use my movement to head down to this rock over here and get to about here. And I can't really hide there. There's nothing to hide behind, is there?
No, not really. Kind of open the
I will just, I will once again hold my action in case anything juggery or cocky gets close so that I can hit it.
Alright.
Wise.
Okay, Finbar.
Still got this man grappled, and there are creatures eating him, correct?
Yes.
Good. Well, in that case, can I like swing him around a bit as like a tasty treat to like bring Juggac closer? You know, and I'll shout like, "I have a sacrifice for you, Juggac!" Kalima! Kalima!
Roll me a performance check.
That's 7.
Our prisoner is already out in the middle of the field, too.
Yep.
17. Okay. You swear, Finbar, as you do this, you hear chanting from the woods, Kalima, Kalima.
I look towards Ari and I'm like, I was in a cult for a long time. And I'm happy about this. This my turn is complete in my eyes.
Okay. So the guy in your arms, in your loving embrace, is going to attempt to free himself of it.
Oh.
Reasonable.
Please roll me in athletics.
That is a 16.
Yeah, you still got him. He's
You're not going anywhere, son.
Right. So it is the turn of the monster to this guy's right, and it's going to attempt to bite him some more. Oh, and it does on both. So he's going to take. Oh, fuck. I rolled max damage. Whoops. Okay, yeah, this guy is like this close to dying. His entrails are hanging out of him. He's bleeding heavily.
Entrails are now extrails.
Yes. You could phrase it like that. And the monster directly above you, Finbar, is going to attempt to bite you once more. Well, not bite you, but hit you. 10 doesn't hit, but I am guessing an 18 does.
An 18 is good. Well, not good.
There will be 5 slashing damage for you.
Ow! Alright. I guess I deserve that.
Alright, which brings us back to Ari.
So Ari is old dog quite injured right now, and is that why you've chosen to hide, or you're just also choosing to hide?
Yeah, it just seems like the thing to do. I mean, we found the monster. That's really all we were on the hook for. I'd like to know more about the gold before we go much further. We found it. I mean, it's coming.
Smart man.
This seems like reasonable thinking. Ari's going to drag him to actually be in the bush rather than just holding up a leaf.
Right.
Would I be able to do anything more than that?
Sure. Let's say you can.
Okay, so she'll drag him into the actual bush. And she'll I'll shoot another arrow at the one that's closest to Finbar.
All right.
And hopefully still manage to keep myself in the bush. I do like the bush very much, you know.
Ari's a big fan of bush.
Exactly. So, alright. Come on, Harry. Don't fail this dex now. Girl.
Come on, girl.
Oh my gosh, Ari! Even with the proficiency again, it's not gonna do anything.
Unfortunately, that does miss. But please do roll me another stealth check. Because you broke your stealth to shoot the thing.
Okay. Hopefully, maybe the arrow flying right past Finbar's head will alert him that everybody else is hiding. Oh my goodness. Well,
Okay.
11.
Okay. You brought Old Dog into the bush with you before realizing that this bush is not very big. It was fine for just you. But 2 people is a bit of a squeeze. That's what.
Not enough bush for the 2 of us.
Bottom found that to be the case.
Do we have a decision on what the Juggac is?
The Juggac is a huge chicken, but it has an incredibly long, purple, wobbly appendage that it uses to attack with.
And that is just what you see come crashing out of the canopy before you.
My God, it's here.
Mother.
Oh wow.
Never thought I'd see you again.
That was like almost perfectly apt. I did not know that was going to happen. There we go. And it will scream, and it's a mix between Godzilla, a chicken, and a lion.
Okay.
I can't think of a way to describe that in flowery fantasy terms.
I'd like to hear that noise, Susie,
Nope.
please.
It sounds like my emotion is ruined right now. I just hope you know that.
My emotion.
My neighbors already think I'm a crazy lady.
Let them. You're DMing a game on the internet and there is a Juggac. I mean, it's questionable whether or not you are actually sane. So, you know.
Alright, that will bring us to a whisper. You've just seen this huge thing come crashing out of the canopy.
Got a couple of questions.
Oh.
Is it looking my way or at Ari and...
Oh, cock.
It's currently looking at Finbar.
Holy cocks.
And what are the smaller creatures doing? Do they look scared? Are they looking like they're going to flee? Or are they...
Yes, they're actually looking at this thing and kind of defensively sort of backing
In that
away.
case, I'll spend 2 key points to cast darkness, and I can make a 15-foot radius sphere of darkness at a point I choose, and I want to put that point right in the center of the big creature's head,
Okay,
Juggacoc's head. So to it probably just goes blind.
right.
To the rest of us, they'll see a big 30-foot wide sphere of darkness where its face was.
And the shaft of the Juggac.
Yeah, so there's I got no rolls to make on that. It's just I spend the action, the key points, and then it appears.
Okie doke.
So I guess if it's smart enough to know it's not blind, it will move out of there, and if it's stupid enough, it'll stay there. And then
We'll still see.
And then that's my action. So with my bonus action, I can't do anything. I'm going to make a move over this way and see whether that creature takes a swipe at me or not. If it's scared or...
It is actually very scared and does not as you move away.
Awesome. That's me.
Alright. Okay, so old dog.
So before I was dragged away from my fern and into the bush by Ari, I had tried to make more ferns around my face and covered up, but I could see through all of that to this Juggac. And having been rejected by the bush, I have decided that the Juggac is now my prey.
Right.
And I'm going to focus all of my ire on that and fire twice at it with my bow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to try to hide again. Okay, so that's a 19 plus 6.
Yeah, that absolutely
25,
hits.
does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 plus 2 plus 6, 11 for the first shot, and 5 plus 7, 12 to hit.
12
I'm
does
betting
not
I don't
hit,
need to roll
unfortunately.
more.
No, 12 doesn't
Okay,
hit him.
so
Right?
I am going to try to find the most inviting place to hide that will blend in with fern-ishness.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
20.
20, nice. Okay, you do a pretty solid job of blending in. That's much better than the crouching with one single fern.
Once you get a fern smoothed out, it works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got it. You know, it was teething problems, but you got it. Anything else you want to do?
Show a man a bush once, and he will have a fur. Teach a man how to hide in a... He will have a fur.
He's at home forever. That's right.
Derek, you're up.
Oh god. Okay, I will move my spiritual weapon over to the Juggac
Uh-huh.
and attempt to hit it, I guess.
Okay.
That is going to be a. Sorry, I've completely lost my things. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Not 21, 19 to hit. 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Cool. So that is going to do 7 points of force damage to the Juggac.
Nice.
So I'm just going to keep holding my action. I'm not getting close to this thing.
All right.
Just a quick point of order. This rhythmic motion that I've developed is not related to the Juggac. My dog got really excited by all the voices and came over and joined me. And that is all that's going on here. That is it. Please, carry on.
Thanks for drawing attention to that.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed, but
A little more comfortable.
right after Derek, we got Finbar.
Oh Jesus! I would like to. I've still got this guy grappled, right?
Yep.
I will. I'm like a Gandalf against a Balrog, but with more cocks right now. As I.
Best combination.
And I'm going to sort of take the man I've got grappled using inhuman strength and possibly a thunder wave as well, because this will propel him. And I would like to throw him into the volcanic top of the Juggac and say, "Take him! Take him! And spare me!" And that's what I would like to do. You can roll me a Constitution saving throw to avoid this fate.
Nope, that's a fail.
So he is propelled 10 feet, is it? What do we into and or around the Juggac.
Okay, so because this is going to be very funny, somehow Finbar, in your desperation to not be eaten or slapped by the Juggac, you pitch this man in the air with strength you didn't know you had, and then as he's flying, you propel him with a thunder wave, and his body just launches into the air and disappears into the darkness around the Juggacoc's face. Unfortunately, the Juggac also cannot see this hunk of man meat flying at it. So there's a sickening, connection flesh sound as this man's face hits the Juggacoc's face. And then you hear a splat as this guy just explodes on the ground into giblets.
Amazing. It's exactly what I planned.
Well, goodbye.
That's the end of my turn. Actually, I'd probably move. I would move away from these creatures. I might take attacks of opportunity here.
They're currently cowering in fear, so you're fine to move.
Okay. Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so these guys are just going to, so hang on, let me get rid of that guy. He's dead. And these guys are just going to bucket out of here. They're just going to start running away. Which brings us back to Ari.
Okay. I'm really so lost as to what to do. Part of me still wants to hide. Part of me is distracted by the dangling appendage. I mean, it's hypnotizing, really. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna shoot an arrow right at the dangling appendage.
Okay.
Hit it right where it hurts.
Uh-huh.
Or could I run and tie a rope around the dangling appendage?
It's rather large.
Might like that.
So you're saying yes?
I paid good money.
There's a large target. Alright, just an arrow at it. I'll shoot an arrow at the dangling appendage and then try to hide again. Hari is scared of appendages that she has never been around before. It's good to be wary. Good good check.
Alright, roll me an attack. Let's see how you do.
Ooh, even with, and especially when you add Your proficiency.
Roll the damage. Let's see how much damage that did.
Proficiency with angling appendages.
You have pierced the Juggac.
Well, she's very experienced around dangling appendages. She's just never quite handled one this big before. Well, bugger me timbers. Even with
That's what they all say.
+3 and...
Is it Chris?
Even with a...
Yes, it
Is that what they all say, Chris?
Okay, so Ari, you peek out of the bush, aim your crossbow at this dangling purple impressive appendage, and you give it a Prince Albert.
Brilliant. First time I can say that D&D I've given someone a Prince Albert.
Wish I could say the same.
Okay. So
all the men in the party simultaneously cringe.
the creature howls in pain, and you get the feeling that this might have done a bit more damage than you anticipated. And it, you see it as it drops down and turns towards the source of the tiny stinging pain and clocks you, Ari, because it's moved out of the darkness cloud. And it stomps over to you.
I
want to kick old dog out of my bush.
Yes, I believe. Do spiritual weapons get attacks of opportunity? I think they do.
I mean, I'm going to say yes.
I only played a
I'm a
cleric for
fan.
like a year and a half. I should know this.
Oh, yeah, same. Yeah. Do you have any objections to me making an attack opportunity?
No. Why not?
It probably misses anyway. So, 11. No,
Yeah,
the other way, 13.
13 hits, actually.
Oh, awesome. Where's that D8 gone? There it is. Or 9 points of force damage straight to the appendage.
Nice. I like how we're all still calling it the appendage. We're just all skirting around what it is, and I appreciate that.
Oh, you know,
Feels
we're
like that's
beating
very
around
British.
the
Alright, but however, Ari, it's going to make 2 attacks to you. One is a bite, and one is, as per the book, a tail swing.
Rules is written. This
Rules is written.
in the
Just so you
manual.
know.
Yeah, this really does bring a whole different meaning of like chasing tail, doesn't it? Like,
Okay,
Whole
we have a
different-
19
Whole
and a
different
26
sense of
to
reskinning a
hit.
creature.
wait, so what was it to hit?
19 and a 26.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Oh, they both hit.
You take 12 piercing damage from the bite. And 15 from the appendage. Bludgeoning damage from the appendage.
Oh my
Get my
gosh.
calculator out.
Oh, damn it.
This is our incoming 2 moment.
Oh, Christ.
I'm
Alright,
still
so
alive.
it's the creature's end of the creature's turn, but is now Whisper's turn.
That's gonna stink.
This is what happens when you're not prepared to accept something that big. You saw the next day.
I
Got to ease it in.
What would it be? Would it be an action to light a torch?
No, you get 1 free item interaction, so I'll say you can light a torch for free.
Okay. I want to light a torch and then run up to, well, get its attention, get to about here with my speed, and say, hey, 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 and I'm going to light the torch to start slowly waving it from one side to the other to see if I can get its attention away from Ari.
Okay, okay. Roll a
So
perce-
you're like
performance
holding
check.
up a lighter, celebrating the cock.
And I'll say, hey, Juggac, Juggac, What have we got? Sorry, what was that to roll?
Performance check.
Performance. I am not very good at performance. I have a -2, so that's 10.
It's okay, because this thing is dumb as shit and will get preoccupied by anything. So you watch as it turns and, like, as it notices you. Is there anything else you want to do?
I think, would that have been... Yeah, it wasn't an action to light it, so that was movement. So if I can, I'll move back with the torch to see if I can get it to come away from comrades.
Okay. So we'll see how that goes. Which will bring us to Old Dog.
I'm really feeling the whole hold up the lighter thing, and I so want to join into that, but I don't have a torch. So I'm still overwhelmed by my attraction to the Thundercock itself. So I'm going to put down my bow, take out my sword, and go straight for the appendage and just try to skewer it, kind of like a catheter, just all the way from the end there.
That's an image I didn't need.
And that's a natural 20. And that's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that will do it.
And that'll be 8 plus 8, 16 damage for the first one, and I get to try again, so the same thing right over.
Because you got a crit, you get to double your damage dice for that, so you roll 2d8 for that attack.
Okay, so we all right, I'm noobing out on the die roll thing, so I just got to roll another one. So that one's another 1. So
that was
the second D8.
17, yeah.
Yeah, 9 plus, yeah. Okay, and then the second attack. 10. Probably not.
10 doesn't hit, unfortunately. But you'll be pleased knowing that one crit, you do 34 points of damage to the thing.
Oh, that felt really good. I mean, that was, that was just a wave of ecstasy when that happened.
It was good for you, and that's all that matters.
That's right. But I'm still going to try to hide again, because I'm really getting the sense that I probably can't handle much more from this thing. So I'm going to try to slip back into the bush and hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check to slip into that bush.
16 plus 6. Yes. So 22.
You slide in with these. All right, Derek. That's just the tone of this session. I don't care anymore. This is where we're at. We're at rock bottom.
Oh, you think this is rock bottom?
Giant lollipop hammer is going. Yeah.
Bring the pain.
Oh no!
Nope.
No pain. No pain will be brought today. Okay, I'm gonna try and get close to it. 5, 10. But I can't get close to it. I can get to there.
Oh, low legs.
And I will hold my action for if it gets close to me. To hit it with the hammer.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, so that brings us to Finbar.
All right. Well, this has taken a turn, and how wounded does this Juggac beast look so far after my?
Wounded.
See, I was hoping to praise it as a god by feeding it. Well, I suppose I'll go and stab it because Ari's in danger.
Oh,
all right.
Heroic.
Well, I mean, she has things that I need. Services and goods. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
So the damage is 4 points of damage.
Nice. Damage is damage. Okay, so after that, that is back to Ari.
All right, so you know how I just gave it to Prince Albert?
Yes.
And so I'm guessing that means that 2 sides of the arrow are kind of like sticking through right now.
Yep.
I would like to use that as a jumping point.
Okay.
It's a
This
learning
is a
opportunity.
solid plan. Yeah.
To run and climb as high up the appendage and stick my dagger in and fall back down with it.
Oh, you want to arrow sling this thing's dick. Okay.
She's performing a vasectomy. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Let's go with an acrobatics check. And then an attack.
Wait. Come on, let me do this. Let me do this, dice. Let me do this.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you managed to launch yourself up the fleshy purple appendage. Roll an attack to see how. Because you might be able
because
to
it's
crit
dagger.
this. It's dexterity.
You'd have to admit the Juggac smiled a little bit.
A little bit. It was into it.
For a second.
That's so good. Oh my god.
Ari, you don't know why, but you were born to do this. You launch yourself out of your hiding place. You jump off the rock. You
Single tear down my eye.
foothold on the Prince Albert you gave it. Jump your way up. As you do, you reach out and whoosh, sink the dagger in deep and slide down with your body weight. Roll your damage.
My mom would be so proud.
Here's the thing. My mum watches this.
She's
Hey, Mom.
worse.
Hi, Mom.
And that's with a +6, I think it is.
I would be plus your dexterity.
Oh,
Plus what?
+3.
+3. Okay, but.
So sorry, yeah,
being-
that's 6.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Okay, you deal some heavy damage, and there's a nasty tear down this thing, and it's kind of like the skin's kind of flapping open. You can start seeing the inside bits. It's not pleasant. It's not good. It's still standing, however, but it did not like that at all. It is its turn. And it's going to, in retaliation, try to bite you, Ari.
I don't blame it. I don't blame it at all.
That's a
Sage
very
for me,
well
thanks so much
timed
for the raid, my friend. Welcome in. We're fighting a Juggac. You came in at just the right time.
raid. We're circumcising a Juggac.
It's got a
just said
14 to hit.
That does hit. Would it maybe have disadvantage because I'm like right under it?
No, it was a good try, but no, 14 does
All
hit.
right.
Okay. You only take 14 points of piercing damage.
And Ari is out cold.
Oh, what a way to go.
That's how I want to die. Oh, damn,
The
I'm so
creature
jealous.
will remember about Whisper and the shiny thing and wheel around towards her and start running towards. So, Finbar, you will get an attack of opportunity.
What about
Okay,
spiritual weapons?
checking the +5. This is the most important roll I've ever made.
Come on.
Come on, there we go. 17.
17 hits, roll damage.
Add +2 to this. I'm about to add in afterwards. 7 points damage.
Finbar, how do you want to slay the Juggac?
Oh. Oh my, oh my.
Oh.
Such a question. I need to take a minute to think about it. Because I think this is...
Take your time.
I'm
High
thinking
bar
right
has
now.
been set.
This is, yeah. I think... I run... okay, so I gotta run back to this rock where Ari's like at the top. And I'm going to run and like spring off of her. She like hand springs me off. She hand springs me off. And I fly like so into the central chamber, the central cavity that runs through the giant appendage of the Juggac. And I am lost. I just kind of go inside for a second. I'm lost inside. You think me dead. But then there is an eruption from within the Juggac, as I know the only way to defeat this creature. As Finbar has learnt of the volcanic eruptions that often emanate from these creatures, signal their death. And from deep within, the Juggac explodes in a gory mess. And I step out from it. Clean up an aisle free. Amazing. And I light a pipe.
Okay. And as the viscera falls down behind him, Finbar doesn't look, because cool guys don't look at explosions. The Juggac is slain.
I hope you'll wash your hands before you eat.
Yes.
Okay,
Well.
Ari is currently bleeding out on the rock, so
Yeah,
somebody
I
has to
am.
do something about that.
Oh yeah. Are we
Oh,
still
yeah.
initiative?
No.
No. I'll heal him word. Only a level 1. I'm not feeling too generous. So that will be 1 second.
That would be too much.
Because of the cycle
Enough
of
to
life,
keep
that
her
will
alive,
be-
but that's it.
Yeah, it'll be 9 points of healing.
Hey, that's
Sustain
not...
her.
So Ari, your eyes flutter awake as you see Finbar striding out from the remains of the Juggac as it just rains viscera down behind him, laying his pipe and eyebrow raised.
Is this heaven?
If it's not, I never want to die.
I ascended.
I mean, yes. Yes.
As the bloody bits descend from the sky, you actually hear a metallic thud on the ground. Not a huge thud, not like a large, but enough to
Juggac
just
ring.
sound different. I don't know. Check it out.
I go and take a look. I investigate
Okay.
this.
You pick up a golden ring, but more bracelet sized, Juggac sized, and on it are 2 red rubies.
So it's a Juggac ring. It's
I found the true prize was inside the Juggac the whole time.
And with
I think we've all learned a lesson today.
And with that, we'll end the session for tonight because we can't top that. We just gotta end it there.
Amazing. Amazing. That's all we got time for here today, folks. The FBI are currently knocking down my door. And all sorts of TOS violations. No. Oh my goodness, that was amazing fun. But that's all we have time for today on the order, I'm afraid. I mean, 3 hours filled with just Juggac shenanigans. What more could you hope for on a Thursday afternoon? I honestly don't know. But that's all we got time for tonight. We're going to head into our next game, which is, of course, City of Mist, the King's Hustle. So stick around for that. We've got Madmore, Blue Jay, Metamancer, Miss Magitech, and of course Pumpkinberry back with us for that. Stick around, we'll give away a set of tabletop loot to you guys for being such a wonderful audience and for making so many punk jokes with us. But let's go around to cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? I think that's a given. Where can we find you guys online? Susie, how was that?
Oh, that was wild. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't see it ending like that. I didn't see the whole Juggac thing coming, but
They really did.
there you go. Anyway, so you can find me at Susanna Grace on Twitter. That's Susanna with 1 N. And you can also find me at twitch.tv/Susanna Grace. I'm also on the Greyhawk channel tomorrow at 6 p.m. BST for Uprising in the Perrinlands, where I play Asher Bellinar, an elven wizard. So come join us for that. Otherwise, I tweet everything that I'm about to do, so keep an eye on my Twitter for go live announcements and stuff like that. I do art, D&D, game streams, and all that good stuff. So I hope to see you there sometime.
Amazing, amazing. Oh yeah, and of course, if you guys enjoyed today's show, hit the follow button and join us so you can catch every week's episode of The Order and come along and play with us here. Exclamation point play there in the chat every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. You guys can come along and be a part of this wonderful mess. Amazing stuff. And of course, our two regulars for tonight. Madame Gandalf, how was that?
Well, I tell you what, I've never had such enjoyable cockplay in my life. And I have never required Prince Albert or, a vasectomy before either. So it was a fantastic time. You got to try everything at least once.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that Susanna put up with me experimenting tonight. So thank you very much, Susanna, for all of the shenanigans of this evening. My name is Madame Gandalf. You can find me everywhere as Madame Gandalf on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a variety streamer. I play D&D all over the place on Twitch, and I do cooking and a podcast, and I sing in the shower sometimes, and just, yeah. It would be good to see you come by the Green Dragon Tavern.
Absolutely. And Chris, Pangalactic, how was that, my friend?
That was amazing. Every week we come into this game and I think, this week will be the one where we play a serious game of D&D, and every week it's Cox. Cox as far as the eye can see, and it's great. I'm amazed that you put up with us, Susie, I really am. You can find me online all sorts of places. I'm on Twitter as @Pangalactic. I run a D&D resources website called Loot the Room. I stream here on Twitch, and on Saturdays I am on 2 games on the Greyhawk channel, Birthright of the Pomage, where I play Dren the Placeless, an Orc Bard, and an as yet unknown character in Temple of Elemental Evil, which is starting next week. You should come check it out, it's going to be cool.
Awesome, fantastic stuff. And of course, 2 guests for tonight. Start with Dan. How is that, my friend? Oh, you're muted, my friend.
Sorry, thank you. Yes, yeah, brilliant game. As always, D&D is full of surprises. Today, perhaps, is the best example of that I've seen in a while. But it certainly doesn't always go the way the DM plans, but I think everyone has a good time, and that's the most important thing. You can find me on Twitter at Chaotic Fabulous, and I've got a Facebook group called Stat This, D&D 5th edition character conversions, where we take characters from pop culture, turn them into D&D characters, stuff like that. We've got about 5,000 members now, so it's a good group. Thanks for having me tonight.
Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much for joining us. And last but not least, Don, how's that, my friend?
This was a great time. I'm on Twitter as Real Don Durham, and not really anywhere else that you could find me online. This is a one-off for me. You would more often find me as a fan in the chat at Encounter Roleplay or over at WebDM on their shows. So this was a really fun first introduction to live play. It did not disappoint. It lived up to all of my Encounter Roleplay expectations. So thanks for the opportunity. Hope to drop in again sometime. Been fun.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us, my friends. It's been a pleasure. Please come back and play some more games with us. And if you guys in the chat have been inspired to come along and join us, and here's how you can do so: !play there in the chat, come along and join us, join in the Discord channel, which I will link here, and come along and play some fun games with us. But it is time for us to head away to our next game, City of Mist, the King's Hustle. But until then, my friends, try not to throw too many net ones. We want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye! Juggac.
Hey!